Good morning. Welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Today is Friday, October 13th, 2023. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers. We are going to get to Brock Purdy's media session, but first, as we always do, we begin with the injury report. Good news, bad news for the 49ers on that front. The good news is Aaron Banks and Elijah Mitchell were limited participants in practice. Hooray. The bad news is Dre Greenlaw did not practice on Thursday with a hamstring injury. That is not a good sign for his participation on Sunday. Greenlaw was everywhere on the field against the Cowboys and really has been everywhere on the field all season long. Yes, Cleveland's not that good, but it's never good for your team when a player the caliber of Dre Greenlaw may not go. Now, to Brock Purdy's media session. First up, Brock, this is year 2 for you. How have you progressed from year 1 to year 2?
The second year in with this playbook, just for how familiar I am with the terminology, the concepts, how we tie things together. I feel like just the experience sort of helped me to be able to just play. You know, Kyle calls a great game and stuff, and so for me, I obviously trust in that, and like they helped me break it down obviously throughout the week, so I know what I'm looking at, and you know, I'm prepared for different situations and stuff. So got great coaching. They allow me to just go out and play come Sunday, and you know, I guess my second year into the system, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with it. So still areas to grow.
It's kind of cliche, but does it seem like things have slowed down for you just in terms of the way you're seeing things?
Yeah, a little bit. I'd say so. The game's always going to be fast and quick, but in terms of like the reads and the progressions, yeah.
That is obviously very good to hear. Okay, so that's how you improved, Brock. But is there still room for this offense to improve?
We still have left stuff out there, you know, where we can be our best and still reach our full potential. I don't know if we'll ever be able to reach that, just because that's like a perfect game, and I don't know if you can play an exactly, you know, perfect game in the NFL, but that's like the standard, man, and that allows us to play really good. So that's what we're always telling ourselves. And for being real, yes, there is so many more mistakes and things that we can clean up and be better at. So for us, that's like a thing that we're excited about. Like we have, you know, every single week to go out and prove to be our best versions of ourselves.
They may not have been perfect, but they've been damn close to it for 5 straight weeks now. Hey, look, if you could score more than 30, good. But what you're doing now is pretty damn good also. So don't let perfect be the enemy of good. One more from Brock. Hey, Purdy, give us a scouting report on the Browns defense.
Really good challenge for us. The front, you know, they do a great job with, I feel like, just getting after the offensive line and pushing them back and getting up on the quarterback's toes. You know, sort of pushing the quarterback off balance with just being in rhythm for a play. So they do a great job with that. And yeah, you can see the similarities with how, you know, Coach Chris Sarek coaches the guys up here. The stunts and the things, just the drive, the get off on the D line, man, it's crucial. And so yeah, at camp, we obviously go against that every single day, or we did go against that every day, and it was a great challenge for us. So when we watched the film, you know, it's like, all right, yeah, we got another great challenge in front of us this week with these guys. So they're, I think, one of the best, you know, in the league, and a really talented group. So excited to go against them.
Nobody but nobody has been able to stop the 49ers offense this year. We'll see if Jim Schwartz's Cleveland Browns can do that on Sunday. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Friday. Tim Kawakami has a long piece in The Athletic about all the ties between the Warriors and the 49ers. There were some when the Shanahan regime started, and now there have become more and more and more. Really cool relationship there. If you want to read about it, just click the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch. This is very specific, and it's more towards Sunday, but I found it fascinating. Myles Garrett, Trent Williams. They've actually never faced each other in the NFL. Now, if the Browns are smart, they'll move Myles Garrett to the other side, of course, but there probably will be a few snaps where Williams and Garrett get matched up against one another. You've got two in the best in the sport at what they do. Really, really cool to go against one another. Trent Williams actually talked about this yesterday. It was a very long answer, but if you want to hear it, you can click the link in the description of this episode. It'll take you right to a tweet of Trent talking about it. which again, I thought was pretty cool. One thing you may have missed, well, nobody missed George Kittle's t-shirt that he wore on Sunday Night Football against the Cowboys, including the NFL, who Adam Schefter reported was considering fining Kittle almost $11,000 for the shirt. Kittle has since chimed in on that, and basically he's cool with it. Quote, I wore a personalized shirt, maybe an inappropriate word, so it is what it is. It was a decision I made. If they want to fine me, I'd do it again 100%. Never change, George. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network. Stay tuned for the Gold Diggers podcast. That'll be live with myself and Michelle Majuk, 9 a.m. Pacific time. We'll break down this matchup from a betting and fantasy perspective. Plus, tomorrow, we have the crossover podcast where I talk to Browns insider Mike Keefe, get the lowdown on this week 6 matchup. We'll have the best of podcast for you as well. Tons of content here at the Gold Standard Network. That's why you have to like and subscribe. Enjoy your Friday and your weekend, everybody. Join us after the game for the Instant Reaction podcast live on the Gold Standard Network YouTube channel. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk later today.